There's a boy, he meets a girl, they fall in love.
Oh my god, purple hair!
And it's a visual novelty.
Welcome back to Visual Novelties. I'm Will Ryan, and this is phone man over here. Sitting on his phone. Having more fun on his phone than he is being on this show. Isn't that right, phone man?
Okay, seriously, like, have you ever had to burp, but, like, you couldn't burp?
And then it turns into pain.
It just turns into, like, excruciating?
Yeah.
Ow. Help me!
No.
I'm dying!
Good. All I can reply is the snores of a guy. Well... Oh, they're gonna have a domestic truffle. Who is supposed to Oh, what the...
Oh, I understood that reference.
It's not a reference! God, who is supposed to... I'm not even reading it. It's just like, this isn't... What? We know big words.
Truffle?
The guy who doesn't know what a friggin' boar is somehow knows what a truffle hog is? I call bullshit. Jeez. Anyway, I was gonna tell a story about a guy. His name was Sam Beeson. What?
Is that his actual name?
Sam Beeson. It's a real name for a real man. The story is real. The end.
I'm just saying, we just censored our names in the last episode. Are we not doing that now?
No, it's not a real name.
No, it's not a real name.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
The story's pointless now.
Okay,
You've
perfect.
ruined everything. I'm never telling another story as long as we do this show. Good God.
Well, your first mistake was trying to tell a story. Your second mistake was being terrible at everything.
You know that there's one story that I really loved. I read it on... This was wow. Nearly 5 years ago. In fact, exactly 5 years ago that I read this on 4chan. You're not gonna think it's funny.
Okay.
But it is my favorite story that I've ever read on 4chan. It was a Pokemon story. And well, it gets to Pokemon. Oh, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, this guy, he's been with his girlfriend for like a year. And it's getting to that point where he's just kind of like, how come the relationship hasn't gone to the next level? We've still haven't had sex, we've been together all this time. Or a year and a half, sorry. And he's just kind of a little bit confused that it's never even come up. And just as he's thinking this one day, he gets a text message from her, and she's like, hey, I know we were going to go on a date tonight, but could you just come over inside? There's something I want to talk to you about. He's like, oh shit, things are worse than I thought. So he goes over, and she's like, and she doesn't break up with him. She's like, she basically says, like, I know you've probably been thinking about it, we haven't had sex, we've been together all this time, but, I do want to share myself with you, but there's just one thing. And I had to know that you're someone I can trust before I shared it with you. And he's like, well, what is it? And he's just like, so she's like, well, follow me. And they go into her bedroom. And they walk in, and at first she doesn't, and he looks, and she turns the light on, and laying on her bed are 3 Pokemon costumes. One is Bulbasaur, one is Squirtle, and one is Charmander. And he just kind of is like, frozen in place, like just staring, just like doesn't know what to say. And he finally like snaps out of it and turns around, and she's holding a Pikachu costume, and she's like, this one's for me. And he's just like, what? She's like, oh no, is this too weird? And he's like, I never would have expected this. I'm processing this. And she's like, oh. He's like, no, I'm not judging or anything, I need a minute. And so, he's just like, I love this girl. Oh my God, this is what? Finally, he like pushes it out of his head. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna love you. I gotta love all of you. And that means I love this too. And she's like, really? Yeah. And he looks at the 3 costumes on the bed, and he's like, I think I'm gonna go with Charmander. Just then, the door blows open, and Gary Oak strides in, proclaiming loudly that in that case I choose Squirtle!
Well done.
That was a funny story, wasn't it?
It was funny. It was funny. I've seen it ages ago,
Did
but
you
yes,
see
it
it?
was funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It was even better than the stupid, like, it was even better than the stupid, like, you can't ignore my girth thing, which is a great meme, but...
Yeah. There was a little, much shorter one I saw. Where somebody posted a picture of one of the trainer girls that you can bump into and fight. She's the one that wears like that pink kind of like a beanie cap and has a short skirt. And the quote
Is she a
on
lass? Is that what they were called?
I think it was
yeah.
the lass or whatever. And the quote was like, "Oh goodness, you beat me in a poke battle, but I don't have any money to pay you with. Isn't there some other way I can pay you?" And she's kind of like lifting her skirt up a little bit. And the next picture is the soldier from Team Fortress 2. It just says, "Give me your hat!" And the third picture is her, the confused look like, what? And it shows the soldier, like somebody did a fan art of the soldier, and he has the girl's hat on, so just like, ah!
Give me your hat.
Give me your hat!
Oh my god. Fantastic.
Clannad!
Tamura's playing a prank on Sunahara. It's kind of pointless. So
I assume so, sure.
He tied a rope to his foot, and now he's gonna get this rugby guy to play
along.
tug of war, and the guy's gonna yank him out of his bed.
Sure.
Probably rip his toe off in the process.
Going to die. No.
Oh, he could have easily died.
Yeah. You would at least have some broken things.
Yeah,
broken
foot to be sure.
Broken nose from when he slams his face on the floor when he flies out of bed.
Several missing teeth from when it slams into the wall
Yep.
as the guy rounds the corner.
Mm-hmm. Filler!
Sleep till it's dark outside? Just sleep all day?
Look,
Yeah, oh my god, I'm done with the Sunahara crap.
Look, man. I want to party.
I get it. Oh my god, Sunahara's a delinquent.
Is this more fantasy realm? Oh, okay, good.
Monday. Suddenly, Tomoya, as portrayed by Garfield. Where's my lasagna? The start to another week of having to sit through one tedious class to the next.
I stand on the scale. It tells me I'm fat. Ah!
You don't like Garfield?
I loved Garfield when I was a kid. But it really sucks sometimes.
You're terrible. Oh, yeah. Like anything after we stopped being kids, just like... It was like The Simpsons, just kind of, well, I guess I'll keep printing these. They're paying me. Like Family Guy. Everything that goes on for too long, really.
Yeah.
I feel like mindlessly sitting through lectures would probably be easier overall. Got myself stuck in that cycle. I'd never be able to walk away from it, no matter how pathetic I felt. I should probably just kill myself.
Wow.
What?
Look, man, he only has a year left.
It's still early. I'll have plenty of time to make first bell. Of course, I'm not sure I really want to make it there in time.
Are we about to need a choice? Oh, this is a...
Oh, I think
choice.
I need to wake up like a good student.
Oh, choice. Hang on, where's that? I gotta suppose, though.
I'm pretty sure I need to wake up like a good
Go
student.
to class later.
Be late?
Yeah, Kyo Ryo's path. Ignore him, go to class later.
Sorry, did you say Ken Ryu's path? I thought this was Kyodio's path.
Ryu.
Ken Ryu's path.
Blanca.
It says be late?
Yeah. Go to class later is what it says.
Well, I guarantee that that's be late then. Maybe now... Oh, because now he's going to run into her on her moped again because she's late.
Yep. Spoilers.
I think I need to jump right.
Why would that matter? Jump to the right.
Yeah, I remembered it. Because if you get hit, you die, and that's bad end.
If you jump to the left, you jump into a tree and die. Bad end.
You jump into the sewer. Oh, yeah. You idiot! What is this, Dragon's Lair? Perhaps this is just my imagination, but I think I heard a tisk as she passed by. Then the next moment, what?
His balls dropped right down.
Sent flying into the air. She hit somebody else. Oh, this is the guy. Maybe I just got the two confused. I know talking to that other guy leads to something else, but I don't remember what. I think she now hit the boy that's going to end up with Dio.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, man. Would it be better if I just kept an all shit since they're other witnesses? Nah, perhaps it's the best if I just pretend this never happened and walk away.
Leave.
Is it supposed to leave?
It says run on here, but yeah.
Yeah. Because I think... It didn't matter!
Oh, whatever. Ooh.
Nani! You're alive. It felt like Nani! Sorry, this to me is just the silliest Japanese word there is. Buy a bike? Victim's head tilts to the side with a mystified expression.
This is for the rest of this? Victim.
Maybe victim and girl will get together by the end because they'll both be dead.
Is this zipper a cross?
Yes.
It's a very religious jacket.
His jacket is a follower of Jesus Christ. It's just expressing itself, okay?
You can't change me!
It says their heads clapped together. It's really in sharp contrast with Kyo's jacket, which just has a pentagram, and hanging from the pentagram is a middle finger, and hanging from the middle finger is a tiny miniature copy of the Dawkins.
The Dawkins.
The Dawkins, okay. Yeah.
Perfect.
I believe the book is called The God
Who's
Problem.
Talking?
Is
it him still?
It would have been a problem if it was a car, but I can't handle a bike. What? You said flying, you know. Feeling alright. I don't know if it feels out of place. I see, that's great then. What time is it? It's past 10.
Come on, I just asked if you were okay. I didn't ask for your life story.
I'll be late for the interview for the part-time job that I need to feed my family because they're going to be evicted from their house, and if I don't get there, then I won't be able to feed myself either. I need ramen, man. I can't even afford ramen. It's getting crazy now.
By the way, my name is this. I live at so. Okay.
In any case, it seems Kyo got out of this one without becoming a criminal. Again! This is the second time it's happened! Even so, what a lively person. I let out a sigh, thanks to a person whose name I don't know who had disappeared at the corner. I noticed a white envelope when I looked down at the ground. Is this that person's? Look around. See, this is like that's one of my most hated tropes in English dubbing. In this, it was totally acceptable for him to say, is this that person's? Because he doesn't know his name. But, like, I hate it. This is an English dubbing thing. This is not... Anime is not to blame for this. Like, as far as, like, original Japanese recordings, like... It's such a fucking, like, obnoxious thing in anime when they're, like... When they know who they're talking about, and they're like, do you mean that person? They're talking about something and they know what it is. Do you mean that thing? It's like, why wouldn't you just say the person's name or the name of the thing that you're talking about? It's so like fourth wall destroying because it's so common and so tropey. It annoys the hell out of me. It's like you're saying this. It's like immediately my brain's like, you're saying that because what you're talking is going to be important later, and you can't say it now because it'll spoil the surprise. Because it's most likely going to be something we encounter that we won't know is important, but will become important later. Except now I'm going to be on the lookout for whatever that thing is, and I'm probably going to see it coming anyway, so this whole thing was pointless.
Just basic storytelling.
It's the way they word it. Like, they just draw so much attention to it. You mean... that guy? It's like...
It does a dramatic zoom in.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's like...
Oh.
God, it's like you, and it's in situations where they're like, you mean James? And instead they're like, you mean that guy? Like people, I've seen episodes where they're talking about like their best friend, and they're like, you mean that guy? It's like, who would say that? I forget his name for a minute because the script told me to.
I usually don't call you by name.
You just call me that guy.
Yeah, like I filmed this show. That guy. What is a resume? Please.
It's a Rirakishu. Okay. I'm not going to look that one up. It's obviously just resume.
But the Dongopedia might have more
I don't care.
Look at the Dongopedia!
No, I'm not going to look at the
I want to see what it is!
No.
What?
No. Okay, according to the Dongopedia, it's actually a manatee.
That's not accurate!
And you take a manatee and you scrawl things on it. Yeah, it's very brutal because manatee's skin is very soft. So what you have to do is you have to carve it in.
This is factually inaccurate.
No, it's not.
Manatee's skin is very tough.
It's how Japanese.
Designed to handle.
It's how Japanese people write their
Your
resume.
joke is not making any scientific sense, sir.
Are we ever going to be done with this?
Not until it stops being funny.
It's not funny. It never was funny. That was the whole point. It never was funny.
Please like, comment, subscribe if you think that joke was not funny.
Okay, so now
Tear it up.
Am I supposed to?
Yes.
Okay.
Because this is apparently the arc where he's just an asshole.
I told you if you.
And then he litters. What an asshole.
He's our hero. Shut
He
up.
deserves Kyo. They were made for one another.
I told you end up down his arc, which is like a completely different story, and it ends with him getting together with Dio. It's actually a story that's focused on him. There's two stories that are about male characters.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I read a little bit ahead in the walkthrough. At this point, Kyo and
Spoiler alert!
Kyo and Dio's arc split apart. They're so-and-so, whatever. Just the most asinine of things that could possibly divert their arcs. For Dio's path, I like short hair. For Kyo's path, I like long hair. Like, that's all it takes. What a dick.
Well, yes. But
well, you have both of these girls on the end of a string. What determines who you end up with? Whose hair you like more. It's very petty, man.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. That plays a vital, that's a vital plot point come the end of the game. I'm sorry to, you're right, but it actually is, a really profound plot point come the end of the game.
I'll be the judge of that, sir.
You'll forget we ever had this conversation. I'll bring it up at the end. See, I knew it, and you're like...
What?
And you'll be...
What year is it?
How long have I slept? I slept... That's not the line. Damn it, I slept too long. If that were the case, don't you think it's more of a moral problem for you to run away like that?
Bullshit.
Why is this... Oh. That is quite a disturbing thing to say. Could it be that she found out what happened to Botan on Saturday? Probably.
You think Her pet pig didn't show up at home for the entire weekend. It's dead. Do you think she noticed?
Then she was riding to school this morning and she saw its desiccating corpse being picked at by 37 crows.
Yes.
And she knew.
And an angry baker.
The angry baker is just like,
He's like, he's got one of those like rolling pins.
And he's just bludgeoning the dead body. He's beating a dead pig for no reason. It's kind of like beating a dead horse.
Yep.
Except it's not a metaphor.
What?
It's not an English idiom.
What?
Juice
pack.
I still got juice boxes in high school. Some days. Most days it'd be like I wouldn't get anything to drink and I just get something from the cafeteria. But there'd be some days I'd open up my lunch bag and it's a juice box.
And you're sitting there, you're just like, yay!
And I would kind of get excited a little bit. I said, "Oh my gosh, it's juice! Surprise juice!"
No matter what age you are, a juice box is always a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, for some reason.
Hey, juice! Yay!
I don't know what it is. Oh, the guy's like, "Oh, no ass to look at."
I guess I'll just stare at her chair. I wonder if her chair is still warm. I'm not gonna touch it. I'll think about it.
I'm gonna pretend it's warm. Because her butt was touching it.
Come on, creepy Steve, knock it off.
This guy has never spent a day in this classroom and not been depressed.
It's because he's slightly overweight.
These girls are laughing at him.
Yes, they're openly laughing at him. They're guffawing at him.
Look at Tim, he's so fat.
And Tim is just like, I know.
Let's just call him Fat Tim from now on.
Okay.
Fat Tim, you're fat.
This is not cool, man. This is like my school experience. I'm having some flashbacks.
No. It's completely ridiculous. There's no way any part of that is even close to real. Leave the classroom for a refresher. Guess I'll go home. No.
You two go this way. I'll go home.
He's like, I guess I'll go out. I guess I'll go in the hallway for a refresher. Well, while I'm here, I guess I'll go outside for a refresher. Well, while I'm here, I guess I'll go home. Oh. I went to the cafeteria alone. I purchased an 80 yen paper juice box from the vending machine and head back to class while sipping it alone. Of course, food and drink are banned in the halls, but the worst a teacher would do is chew me out alone. He literally put on the end of any sentence. I'm glad he stopped saying it because it was getting ridiculous. Please wipe to the same screen. Come on, you're disappointing me.
Hooray!
Crazy Steve is now significantly happier. The butt is back.
The chair's definitely warm now.
Tim has left.
Tim is not having any of this anymore.
He's done in school. He's just like, I'm transferring. This is bullshit.
The sad thing for Tim, though, no matter where he goes, he'll still be made fun of.
Look at this guy. He's like furious over here. He's got like a scissors in his hands. And he's hunched over like...
I thought today would be the day I'd kill the teacher. I'll wait until tomorrow.
No, he's like, they told me I couldn't cut a paper. They told me I couldn't cut a piece of paper after I folded it 10 times. Damn it, they were right.
My whole world's crumbling.
It's still just like, class is starting.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Today.
Good. Right now.
Okay, well, I didn't do it today. Next time. Tim's back, though. And the girls are still laughing.
Oh my god.
They are relentless.
They're just like,
Man, Tim's tie is so stupid. Let's just call him Stupid Tie Tim. He's like, everybody has to wear these. Yeah, but yours is really stupid because you're fat, Tim. Hey, Tim, where's your jacket? Are you too fat for it? Or is your tie too stupid for it? Why are you guys picking on me? Bullying isn't funny, Will. None of this is funny. You stop. You stop laughing right now.
Just label this video hashtag fat shaming.
Oh.
By the way, we're both pretty fat.
Pretty fat? I'm huge. Speak for yourself, pretty fat.
I didn't say pretty fat, as in fat though attractive. We're not.
Hi, my name's Will. I'm pretty fat. My name's JT. I'm morbidly obese. Thanks for laughing. Hashtag fat shaming. Good job.
Oh my god. You're awfully energetic. Because I've been sleeping all day, son. 6 period. Can't you tell by looking? Huh? There are no girls to be seen in class any longer. It's turned into a boys' locker room.
What?
There were like 5.
There were tons of girls.
There were 5 girls standing there and one
they
at
had
the doorway.
to scene change quickly to cover their lie.
6th period is PE. It looks like we're scheduled to play soccer today.
Oh, sorry kids, we're not going to be able to play soccer. We're instead going to have to play basketball.
But because we don't have a gym, we're going to have to play it here on the soccer field with the soccer nets.
It was directed against Tomoya.
What? That's not part of the story, Joe. It hasn't been introduced yet. You're ruining everything!
Sorry, is that only introduced in girls' arc?
I don't know. You have to be the right girl for him to tell you about it.
Okay, got it.
Third year PE classes are pretty meaningless like that. They're just
I'm sorry.
So let's talk about it, since it's just filler at this stage.
Aren't PE classes always filler, to be fair?
Unless you're an athlete, yeah.
Even if you're an athlete, it's like you're doing harder athletic training outside of PE.
That's valid, but I mean, extra workout is always good if you're an athlete. But if you're not, it's kind of like... I mean, okay.
Kind of a waste
I'm just going to say no. I'm just going to say no. Because even if you're not athletic, you should get physical activity. The problem with physical education classes is that they lump all the boys together. So you've got the athletes, you've got the boys who just have naturally high metabolisms and are in like better shape than other people inherently, and then you've got less in shape people. And so you just got all these boys together, and so like even in high school when I was like a state finalist wrestler, I couldn't do pull-ups because I'm so large. Like, by the time I won state and was in the best physical condition of my life, I could do 10 pull-ups. Mm-hmm. That was the most pull-ups I've ever... I think I did 11 once. That was the most pull-ups I've done in my entire life. Yet here we are in high school, my sophomore year. I'm still fat and out of shape. And there's these kids like, I can do 47 in 3 seconds. It's like... What am I supposed to do here? How am I not supposed to feel like lesser?
No, I'm gonna have to completely disagree with you on like saying PE has any relevance whatsoever. Because being that I was a fat kid throughout all of middle and high school, and even as a child, PE was a test of endurance for shame. Like literally, it was one of the most miserable experiences of my school career. Was going to gym class.
Really?
Yeah. Like, as a kid, it was fine. In, like, kindergarten, I would say up through 5th grade. This was basically an extra recess. You were basically playing stuff. Mm-hmm. But by the time you get to middle school and high school, all of a sudden everyone's starting to turn into super competitive assholes. And it's like, okay, well, now we're going to be testing everyone on how many of each of these arbitrary things you can do. How many pull-ups can you do? Oh, so-and-so can do 25. So-and-so can do 50. Joe, how many can you do? 0. It's always been 0. I've never been able to do a fucking pull-up in my life because I've always been fat. I'm not athletic.
It's real life trauma.
It's a problem. Like, I think back to that and I have bad memories because of it.
Yeah.
It's like I had exactly one time where I actually successfully ran a touchdown when we were playing flag football. And it may have been because the kids let me. I don't know. It's like the one good memory I have of school ever. I was always picked last on every time they picked teams. And, you know, it's like none of the... Because we couldn't do shirts and skins, because whatever. So it's like you did shirts and jerseys. The jerseys were always too small for me. It's like... It was all just embarrassing.
Even when... Well, yeah.
So the whole thing was a waste.
I've got a BS school story.
That sounds amazing. But it's going to have to wait until
it's going to have to wait until next time on Visual Novelties. And that's when we'll dive into this this next illusionary world scene.
What happened in the last scene? I was too busy talking.
Nothing. They just talked. They talked about nothing. Okay. They just had a pointless conversation.
Much like us.
They were like, "Hey, man, gym class is pointless," and we started talking about gym class being pointless. And then he went back in and had a pointless conversation with Sunohara, and it ended.
Oh.
So yeah.
So we're on the same page then.
Next time on Visual Novelties, we'll find out just how the girl made this body of mine.
I don't think we're
also more ball slapping.
I don't think
See you then!
happen either.
Shut up.